This is Bryan Johnson. 90 days ago, I started his anti-aging blueprint protocol with my friend Jesse with nothing but a dream. A dream to do the protocol for 90 days and deliver my results to Bryan Johnson following these 3 rules. The blueprint protocol must be followed 100%, meaning no cheat meals, no days off, no excuses. Health measurements must be consistently tracked throughout the 90 days. I have 90 days to improve my speed of aging and deliver my results to Bryan in LA. And my friends, it's day 90 of this challenge. If you're just tuning in, there's about 2.5 hours of documentation of this journey on YouTube on my channel. Every single step that I took to get right here where I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting in an airport in LA with nothing but my results and 24 hours left to deliver them to Bryan Johnson. We just got off our flight and now we're headed to meet a very special blueprint person. Yeah, let's go. Hi, Kate. Oh, it's so sweet to meet you. Everyone, this is Kate Tolo. Kate is on the Blueprint team. Kate, is there anything you want to say to those people that are just starting out with Blueprint?
Yes, so hi everyone. If you're out there and you're trying to do it, I highly encourage you to keep going.
So this is Kate and my first time meeting in person. So we're actually gonna go chat for a little bit. Are you down to chat?
It. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Bye.
Bye. So good to meet you. All right, I better not miss my flight.
All right. Bye, Kate.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Oh, it's so great. All right, now we're headed to our Airbnb. Let's go.
Jesse is not able to join on this trip, so I'll be representing both of us. But I am joined by friends Angel, hey, and Tamia, who will be helping me with the shoot tomorrow. We just got to the Airbnb and now it's dinner time. I may be almost done with Blueprint, but I'm still on it. So it's super veggie time. Time for bed. We got a big day tomorrow. Good morning. It's time for our delivery. Bryan Johnson, here we come. But first, time to work out. Workouts are 7 days a week, baby. So today is no exception. All done. Time to go see Bryan. Quick note, 24 hours before meeting up with Bryan, he got a skin treatment, which is why his face is a little bit red as it heals. This is just all part of his anti-aging process. And with that, let's carry on.
Hey!
Hey, Bryan! I have come to deliver my results.
I've been waiting. I'm so excited.
I have someone I would like you to meet.
Great.
Hey, Jesse. Say hey to Bryan, Jesse.
Hey, what's up?
Bryan Johnson, so good to meet you.
Likewise.
I couldn't be there in person, but thanks for the Blueprint protocol, man. It's saving my life.
I wish you were here, although it's really nice to say hi to you on the phone.
Thanks so much, Bryan.
Yep, thank you. See you. See you, friend. Come on in.
Yeah. All right. Here
Yes, I've been so excited. Jesse, how do we do? Ah, it's really impressive. Okay, Sierra. Good job.
Thank you. Yeah.
I've prepared a little something for you in the kitchen. Let's go check it out. So Chef Jamie made you super veggie and nutty pudding, including dark chocolate and extra virgin olive oil. I wanted to get your assessment of how we do it here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is exciting. What the heck?
Isn't that good?
Yours tastes way better than mine. Oh my god. This is awesome. While I am savoring that, I'd love to ask you some community questions. So let's ask Bryan. Yeah, are you open to that?
Yes.
If someone can't implement the whole protocol, what are the essential non-negotiable steps?
I mean, there's 5 things will increase lifespan over 30 years. First is not smoking. 2 is exercise, 6 hours a week, 4.5 hours, zone 2 to 4, and then 1.5 hours, zone 5. But even if you're doing 0, even an hour makes a meaningful difference. Having a blueprint-like diet, BMI between 18.5 and 22.5, and then not consuming alcohol excessively, collectively adds nearly 30 years of lifespan, just with those basics.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so there's definitely power laws that it's not expensive to take care of oneself. Just choose healthy things instead of non-healthy things. Prioritize the basics like exercise, and you can get a lot of the gains.
Perfect, thank you. Which supplements would you recommend for people who can't follow Blueprint 100%, still want to reverse aging?
I think extra virgin olive oil would be my #1 intake. When you say supplement, it's like, what thing can I do that's positive for my health? Most people's diet in the US, don't include extra virgin olive oil by default. Most people seek it out and add it here and there, but I would add 2 or 3 tablespoons a day, and I would do that over any supplement.
And is that any extra virgin olive oil or like the special best grade olive oil?
Yeah, it has to be above 400 polyphenols, over 70% oleic acid. So it has to meet certain criteria. If not, it's not going to do the job in the body you need it done. Of course, there are things like you want to have routine blood draws to see if you're deficient in anything critical, but just generally speaking, if you're trying to improve your health and wellness, extra virgin olive oil, the evidence is, I joke and say it's better than resveratrol, NR, cold plunges, sauna, and your favorite podcast. Like it's that good at delivering health benefits.
Amazing. Okay. Project Babyface seems successful. Could you rank the interventions that made the biggest impact on your youthful appearance?
One is we increased my caloric intake. Caloric restriction is believed to be one of the most powerful things you can do for longevity. I was on a 20% caloric restriction, 1,950 calories a day, and we moved me up to 2,250, so only 10% caloric restriction, and we had no loss in gains. So that was one, helpful to increase caloric restriction. That we also use biostimulators like Sculptra and also fat injections. So overall, trying to revolumize my face because I got really skinny in the beginning of the project.
How is Blueprint XX going? What are some XX chromosome considerations to apply?
The majority of Blueprint actually mapped really well to Kate. We took the diet and the exercise protocol and the majority of the supplements, and she did most of it. That will be detailed in the Blueprint. So it was cool that it's basically very gender non-specific. There are some things that I do that of course are not for females, but otherwise a lot of similarities in the power laws of the gains. I think you'll see in her video, she did very well in doing it, and I think it's going to inspire a lot of people that they can make the change. But really, I think the message is getting back to, it's the basics we all know about: sleep, diet, exercise. It just comes back every single time as getting those in place.
Amazing. Okay, perfect. So as you know, Jesse and I have been doing the protocol, and we're wondering what's an affordable and simple way to use data to tweak Blueprint protocol for the needs of our own bodies.
It's a good question. Yeah, so like your question is, if you were to use measurement, what measurement would you choose among all measurements to find out?
Yeah, because we have Whoop, obviously, we have that data, but is there other data points that we could use to help tweak the protocol for our bodies?
Probably a basic blood panel. Yeah, the blood panel typically gives you awareness of anything really important happening. Like if there's a big problem, you can typically tease it out with blood. Not always, but many times. Also deficiencies or excess, So I'd say blood panel is probably a really powerful way to get baseline assessment of where you're at in life.
Nice. And how frequently would you recommend doing that kind of panel to make tweaks?
Yeah, it probably depends on age and health condition. I guess I would probably defer to our Blueprint team on that. I do one every 60 days or so, but we're also changing things very quickly. So yeah, I'd probably defer to my team. I guess I've learned to not overstep my expertise. Saying something, I would not be speaking from a place of authority.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Great. And before I go, I'd like to give you a little something as a thank you. So this is for you. Feel free to start opening it.
What is this? What could it be? Oh, this is so exciting.
So I saw in one of your videos that one of your resistance bands broke.
Oh, you're so thoughtful. You knew.
I noticed.
Oh, that is the nicest gift.
But I wanted to put a little extra bit of love into it. So check out the handles.
Oh, that is so cool.
So I hand patched the letters for each of these on here.
I cannot believe how thoughtful that is. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate
of
it.
Course. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming. Be safe.
Woo, success. Now we're at the Venice Canals. What better place to talk about blood work? Let's take a look at blood work. I ordered a basic blood panel from my healthcare provider, Kaiser. I got on a call with my doctor over a telehealth call and just said, hey, here are all the things that I'm hoping to get tested for. Her reaction was, what? Why do you need all this tested? But she was willing to order everything that they did provide. So this is what we came up with. I tested 3 months ago in September, then I tested again in December. Overall, what we're seeing is things are pretty stable and healthy even from the beginning. Then we get to the cholesterol piece, and what we're seeing is my cholesterol went down, my triglycerides went up, my HDL, which is the healthy, good cholesterol, that went up, which is good. My LDL, which is bad cholesterol, went down, also very good. Then what we see here is I had 3 tricky spots where there were some deficiencies in my diet. So my calcium was low, vitamin D was low, vitamin B12 was in the lower end. What we see after 90 days of eating the Blueprint diet, we see all of those going into normal range. So my calcium, vitamin D, and B12 are all up and solid. A notable thing to be checking and monitoring is A1C. A1C is within normal range throughout this process. Overall, looking good, on a good path. Eating a bunch of veggies and a balanced diet with some supplements seems to be leading me in a good direction. Along with blood work, I also did a urine analysis, and same time frame, took it in September, same time as my blood work. And then I also did the blood work and the urine analysis 3 months later in December. Mainly everything looks normal here. I just put everything into a chart so I could easily see it. But the one thing to note is that my ketones went up. So previously my ketones were quite low. And here my ketones are about 20, which here it's saying that the standard value is less than 4. 20 is still a perfectly acceptable range. And generally this happens if someone is caloric restricting or spending more time in a fasting window where they're producing more ketones. These ketones are still within a healthy range, but they definitely bumped up since I started stopping eating at 3, extending my fasting window a little bit, and also restricting calories by 10%. Now we're on oceanfront and we're gonna talk DEXA scans. I lost some weight overall and I lost some body fat. I didn't have much to lose in the first place. Most of the fat on my body is in my trunk and in my legs, and I lost a bit of fat in both places. I also lost a bit of lean tissue overall. And this is surprising because I was doing high intensity interval training and weight workouts. The reason why I think that happened is because I started a caloric deficit. And with caloric deficits, there's oftentimes a loss of mass, which includes both fat and muscle. I did, however, gain some muscle in my trunk area. Jesse lost some weight overall, but what's really incredible is he lost a ton of fat tissue. In total, he lost 28.4 pounds of fat tissue, which over the course of 13 weeks, that means he lost about 2.2 pounds of fat tissue per week. And while Jesse was losing a ton of fat, he gained a ton of muscle. Jesse gained 14.1 pounds of lean tissue. That's about 1.1 pounds of lean tissue per week. Overall, he lost some lean tissue in his arms, but he gained a ton of lean tissue in his trunk area. He also gained some lean tissue in his legs as well. Now we're at Muscle Beach. What better place to talk about strength tests? I improved push-ups overall, but I lost leg strength, which is not surprising because we saw that I lost a lot of muscle in my legs. For Jesse, he also improved his push-ups, he improved his leg press, which all makes sense because he was gaining muscle in his legs, and we both lost some grip strength. For measurements, I pretty much got smaller everywhere. For Jesse, same thing, he got smaller everywhere, except he did gain some inches on his thighs and his calves.
Whoa! Yeah!
High five!
Buddy system
Buddy
forever.
system forever!
Yes.
But what about aging results? Jesse's speed of aging went from 1.33 to 1.15.
Which puts me out of the danger zone for morbidity and other health hazards.
And my speed of aging went from 0.93 to 0.94, which is basically the same results. But I'm not discouraged. This just means that my body might need a few tweaks to get the right fit.
Now, you've been asking, are we going to continue? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Subscribe to find out, but we can confirm something big is coming. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.